What if I would told you that the reason why you cannot stop doing something despite knowing it is not serving your highest good, is not a discipline or a willpower problem, but a problem with your current biological state? Because the behavior is not just psychological, it's biomechanical. So in this video, I want to share with you how I broke the code to stop toxic behaviors without punishing myself for what I thought was a lack of discipline, and share with you all the essential aspects to create a strong baseline for breaking any really toxic cycle. First of all, stop trying to fix the behavior and start stabilizing the system underneath that behavior. Support your gut health to improve your gut-brain signaling. I have tried to stop binging and purging for over 20 years, trying to control that behavior, and obviously it was not working. I had to focus first on reducing the inflammation in my body and regulating my gut health in order to start receiving healthy signals to my brain. And after going through different diets, still experiencing digestive problems like bloating big time, someone who had been struggling with similar health issues throughout her life recommended me to give it a try with carnivore diet. And honestly, that was a game changer for me, because after learning about the benefits of carnivore diet, how it not only helps to heal your digestive system but also regulate your hormones, I just decided to give it a try because I was so desperate, honestly. Now, my hormones after 1.5 years on carnivore diet has been completely restored and balanced. My period came back fully. I feel great. It just serves me specifically as a woman. We need healthy animal fat, full of minerals. So women, fat, don't hate, love it, but just watch yourself with what you are eating that fat, because it's the carbs and the sugar what's killing your fat belly quietly, not the fat. And when it comes to my digestive system, I just don't experience any more issues like bloating, constipation, or simply inflamed gut. And not to mention that finally my hormones responsible for signaling hunger and fullness, ghrelin and leptin, have been brought back to its baseline. So now, when I feel hungry, I actually know it's a true hunger. And when I feel full, I know it's not because I've been binging like crazy, but because my body just simply is full. Regulate the nervous system to reduce your survival mode. I started practicing mindfulness on many different levels, starting from meditation, yoga, Zumba, long walks, painting, singing. They all honestly helped me to greatly reduce my cortisol levels. Specifically, walking. Believe it or not, but walking and cleaning your house are two major activities which can significantly lower your cortisol levels. I even decided to become a professional dog walker because I wanted to reconnect with animals. I always had dogs, and now I didn't have any animal around me, so that was very healing for me. And spending time in nature, working with the dogs for hours and getting paid for that, perfect job. But then on top of that, I also started to treat myself. I started going out on dates with myself regularly, and what I mean by that, I was living in London back then, embarking on that healing journey, and I just used to go every week to a different theater show. Back to the Future, Dirty Dancing, and so on and so forth. That was simply lowering my cortisol, but also making my inner child super happy. Remove overstimulation that drains your dopamine. I cut down on so-called doom scrolling, especially late in the evening, to avoid the blue screen. I got myself those glasses with that protective filter for the blue screens. I recommend to everybody. And I try to not watch at my phone or computer for at least an hour before going to bed. To make it easier for myself, I had to replace that habit with another. So I finally started to read all the books I have bought throughout all my life, and they were just lying there and collecting dust. I actually started to enjoy my evening routine with books. I cut off any heavy conversations in the evening before going to bed, and I started practicing evening reflection. And what I mean by that, it just simply, I was summing up my whole day, reflecting on what I have done, what went right, what went wrong, and just making peace with that. So my mind could just, shut down finally and relax, cut off, pause, at least for several hours at night. But also I was slowly and surely thinking how I want to spend my next day. So I started to visualize how I would like my day ideally to look tomorrow, and this is also a perfect way to manifest what you really want in your life. I started to build structure instead of relying on my own motivation. Science states that it takes 21 days to create a new habit, but it can take up to 1 year to make it permanent. So imagine, I just decided to stay consistent even when sometimes I was just falling back. But I was just deciding to stick to the plan, honestly. I didn't want to live that life anymore. I didn't want to continue that toxic behavior. So even if I took 3 steps forward, 1 step back, I was just reminding myself that this is part of the process. And like Leila Hermosi says, your mood, follow the plan. Use behavior to support chemistry. Your behavior is followed by the chemistry of your body. For me, the shift wasn't trying to control the behavior anymore, because I tried it for over 20 years and obviously it didn't work. It didn't work through discipline. It didn't work through any structure, through starting over and just promising to myself, this is the last time. Maybe it would work for a moment, every now and then, but then I would just always fall back into the same old cycle. But the real shift happened when I actually started to take care of my biology, my internal biological state. So following a specific diet, supplementing with probiotics to support my overall gut health. I had to start drinking more water. By the way, I speak so much, I have to take a sip. No, but for real, hydrate yourself. Moving regularly, practicing just all these mindful tools like meditation and staying present. Any kind of food for thought activity, whatever floats your boat, whatever would just lower that stress level within you, I would just follow through with that. And try to be consistent, because it takes time to see the seeds sprouting. And all these new activities and self-care stuff became quite pleasurable for me, because whatever I had done in the evening, I made some facial, I did some face massage, put some cream on, did something nice with my hair, put some body balm. In the morning, my body would just simply respond to that, because I would just look nice and glowy. Same for not eating after 8 and just hydrating myself throughout the day. In the morning, next day in the morning, I wouldn't feel bloated. I wouldn't have heavy under eye bags, because my body could just rest and recover throughout the day, not fight with overwhelming inflammation. And that is what I mean by the behavior supporting your body chemistry. Remember that behavior follows biology, and regulation has to come first before the discipline. Stability before consistency. Goal setting assumes stable motivation, a rational brain, and a balanced system, but under stress, just none of that exists. Your willpower is not a trait, it's a temporary chemical state. So listen, when your body drops, your willpower disappears. Simple as that. And your behavior is driven by the chemistry, not your willpower. So the main takeaway for you from this video is this: you don't fix the behavior, you heal the system that creates it. You stop trying to control yourself and start supporting your nervous system, and learn about the biology behind the toxic behavior you actually want to change. And if you truly want to stop that behavior, honestly, just chill out, because stress is killing us. And because you will never outdiscipline a body in a chronic survival mode, my friend. So start taking better care of yourself. And to help you with that, I have created 18 steps to break pretty much any toxic cycle. So get yourself one, link in the description below, print it, hang it somewhere, read it freaking every day, and don't get discouraged if you fall back. 3 steps forward, 1 step backward, but you're still moving forward. Good luck with breaking that toxic pattern, and I look forward to see you on the next one.